At Granger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey everyone, welcome to my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. This is Coco. Y'all, I am rewinding. I had to start this thing over, y'all. I had to start over. Because I don't know what happened, but it happened. So, I'm on here now, thank God. But I wanted to talk a little bit tonight. I started feeling myself getting overwhelmed with some housework that I was doing. And I realized that I had to face where I'm at too in life with progress and with some things that haven't progressed. And, just really soaking it in. The difficult task of cleaning house for myself. And I'm not complaining about it now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it because I know some people cannot do nothing. You hear me? They can't do nothing at all. So this ain't a complaint. This ain't even a rant. This is just facing reality right here. Is that I was sitting here. I said, when I felt myself getting overwhelmed, and I know sometimes people with ADHD, they have to stop what they're doing and kind of like reset themselves. And so I felt myself getting overwhelmed because I was like, oh my God. And I even felt myself tearing up because I was seeing things that were beyond my control. And I had to just sit down and say, girl, take a moment, breathe, breathe, breathe. Just take a moment. Do not let this moment take you. That's a mouthful, y'all, what I just said. Take a moment, but don't let the moment take you. Because I got overwhelmed. I ain't gonna lie. I hadn't cleaned up this week, and this was my week, my day, my night to clean up. Well, this week just came in. Usually I have somebody that I pay to come in and help me clean up. But I told my daughter earlier, I said, I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff myself because I don't want to lose my mobility. When I see others that have lost their mobility, and I know mobility was a big journey for me back in 2020, and I got my mobility back, I don't want to go backwards. I want to keep going forward. Even though I got bumps and obstacles here and there, I still want to continue to move and go forward with my mobility journey. So this week here is the week. I'm not going to say I'm picking up where I left off. I'm saying it's just new. It's just going to be new. So one of my tasks that I have down for tonight, was to clean up. And, at least tidy up, get the trash together so that I can get somebody to come and take the trash out and all that stuff. And, I'm telling you, when you actually get to working and you see how much there is that hasn't been done, it feels overwhelming. So I took that moment, and that's why I titled this being genuine in the moment is hard. It's hard sometimes to accept where you're at and to accept that some parts of your life really hadn't progressed at all. I mean, it's just a standstill. It's you and the idea of what needs to be done. And so I just had to forgive myself for things that I had not done. And I forgive myself here live, talking to all of you, and I'm talking to me. I forgive you, Jamie. I forgive myself. And this ain't in no second party voice or third party. This is me talking to me. Because there was things that I could have already done. And I just did everything to keep from having to face that moment. And now that I'm in this moment, those things that I didn't do has come back to haunt me. But I can't feel bad about it. I have to, try to push as much as I can and get through it and get it done. No matter what. So, we're going to be having some things I got going on. I'm going to have to make up my mind how I want to do it. And how I'm going to pay to get it done. And just write out a plan. Because for me, I work good with planning. Like if I write something down and I go back and look at it, I'm going to make sure I do it. Because I don't know. My handwriting is my bond. It's like signed, sealed, and delivered. Once I put it on paper, I'm expecting a move from God, and I'm expecting myself to move too. So that's why I have to write things out sometimes. But however, tonight I did not write this out. It was just like I just finished my 15 minutes of cardio, and I sat down and I was like, I feel like cleaning up some. I said, tomorrow when I get up, I want my house to look nice to me. I don't care if it looks nice to y'all or not, but I want it to be somewhat nice for me and comfortable and easy on the eyes for me, because my home is not really easy on the eyes. And I think that's the most hardest part about being in this moment that I'm in right now, is that my home is not easy on the eyes. I mean, there's things that need to be done and things I'm having to take time to do, things I'm having to save for. And so all of that just looked at me in my face a while ago. I was like, what are you doing here now? What are you doing here now? Why I didn't feel like this last month or last year? Well, it didn't come last month or last year. It's here now. So I want to work while my mind is in that frame to do something. I don't know. Well, to start with, get rid of these boxes, y'all. So if you hear me moving stuff around, it's because I do have boxes in here that I'm working with, and trying to get up all this trash. I don't know about y'all, but I use bottled water, and I use a lot of individual packings of stuff because of my situation. And for those of you who are new, let me tell you my situation. My situation is I have been trying to remodel my mobile home since 2016. Oh my God, how long is that? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I've been working on this thing for almost 8 years. However, I got a lot done. And I did get a car, and I got the car before I could complete what I had to do. And so I'm left here now with incomplete remodel. So that's why things are hard to look at. And then, you got to factor in that I do have people who are, doing their part of damage to my home too. These people, anyways, I don't want to put them like that, but just say vandalism. I have quite a bit of that going on. So when I come and I actually take a moment to look at it, because like I said, I'm just sitting here and I'm just doing what I felt led to do in my heart tonight, which was to go ahead and start the cleanup process in here, because there's some other things that I want to try to do by spring. I need to have it done by spring. It's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's got to be done by spring, which I'm not going to mention that right now. So if y'all hear me moving stuff, it's because I'm working and talking, which I usually do on this podcast anyway. But I got some things I need to have done by spring. And spring gonna be here just like that before you know it. And I don't want to go another year with this stuff looking the same way. So I am I'm starting early. Because spring cleaning for me, like I said, I don't have ADHD, but my brain kind of works similar to somebody that does have ADHD. Like procrastination happens a lot. I can jump from task to task. Like a while ago, it was so hard for me to stay focused on the task that I was doing without, laying something down and saying, oh, I got to do this now, and then I got to do this. Let me give you an example of how I jump from task to task. Like, I was folding up boxes in one area, and I needed to put a pencil in another area. Now, this is an example. And when I got to the area where the pencil was at, that stuff needed straightening up. So I started straightening that up and forgot all about the box that needs to be broke down. Anybody else like that? But anyway, sometimes that's what happens with people who have generalized anxiety. Even when the symptoms aren't active, the brain still wants to skip steps and do what it basically wants to do for its own comfort. And that's the part that I am trying to override right now. Is the part and the urge to keep jumping around, cleaning from this area, just knick-knacking, basically just picking up stuff and then putting it to another area and then put it to another area. And I don't want to do that. I need to get this stuff done because I don't quite like looking at it either like this. It hurts my heart to see my home not completed yet, the remodeling not completed. And if I don't get this stuff taken care of, when I do have the window of opportunity to bring in here a kitchen sink and counter, I'm going to have to do it then, and that's going to be too much pressure. So what I'm trying to reach is the goal of having everything already out the way in case somebody be like, hey, I got a kitchen sink and cabinet. Do anybody need one? You know how the countertop, that's what I'm trying to say. Kitchen countertop with the basin sink. If I stroll across the post and they like, I got one for free. I had it for something, but I don't need it now. And I got all this stuff right here in my way. Then chances are I will turn that offer down. So I need to make sure I got everything out my way. So when the opportunity comes, I'm ready. I'm ready to do what I got to do to get that kitchen sink and stuff in here. Or if I should happen to raise the money in time or save the money in time, I say save the money in time. Because raising money these days, people are not giving money out like that these days. It's just too many people use people, so people stop. They were like, we don't want to support your habits, and we don't want to support something that you could have done on your own. The generosity meter has just went down because of so many people using others. I need to do this. Yeah, I need to start getting some more of these little chocolate puddings. See, I just got distracted on y'all. But moving on, yeah, people aren't nice like that no more. I mean, they are, but they not. It's so many people that are in need, and so many faking the need that people are not giving out like the way they used to. And then most of the people who were, true givers from the heart. I remember the day back in the day when you can need something and you mentioned that you was in need, somebody came through. Somebody always was coming through with something for families, especially low-income families. Now, low-income families can't even get stuff like that now because so many of the people who didn't need the stuff, they wore the givers out. They wore them out. Yup. So that's what's happened. We're in that type of world now. And people really want to give, but they don't know who's real and who's fake. So they rather not have the headache of saying that, hey, I gave something and they took and sold that instead of using it. But yeah, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm in need of a kitchen countertop and I need some towel for my floors, or either a whole sheet of laminate to go on my kitchen floor. And what else? And that's for the kitchen. That's what I need for the kitchen. And I need to get this. I already have the sheetrock for the kitchen, so I'm not worried about the sheetrock part. I just need to get this floor covered. I wish I could get an extra piece of plywood to go over it. That would be love right there. But yeah, gotta do that. Y'all, I'm breaking down this box, so if you hear something, that's what it is. Because if I don't work and talk, this will not get done. Yep. And for my living room, I just need, some more tile, or either a laminate flooring, whole sheets. I prefer to get like the roll, so that you don't have to deal with towel and people peel it up and stuff. So I'd rather deal with a whole sheet. What else? And that's it for this living room. So my biggest expense would have hit with the countertop, with the kitchen sink and countertop, and getting the plumbing back on. So that's where I'm at, y'all. I don't have adequate plumbing right now. And so I'm using a lot of bottled water and jug water, and it's a lot. I probably go through 2.5 cases of water a week. And depending on how often I take a bath, which I have these white things that work really well especially for plus size women. When I tell y'all, they work really well. But taking the water, it takes like a jug. Most time I can get by on a jug of water or a jug and a half. Now, before y'all say anything, oh, you can't get clean off a jug of water, you better count how many gallons actually come out when you take a shower at these truck stops and stuff. It's not like you getting a whole bunch of gallons yourself. So, and with what I'm going through, if I could just keep bacteria off my body, I'm not complaining. You hear me? So I'd rather wash and keep the bacteria from accumulating on my body than to be sitting around and, saying, oh, I'm not going to take a bath because all I got is a gallon of water. I'm not going to complain. I'm thankful, y'all. I'm very thankful. Very humble for where I'm at. And I know it's not going to be like this always. But yeah, I'm averaging right at, oh yeah, and you add cooking in there. Well, you put cooking in there, I use a jug of water a day to cook. So I probably go through 5, I'm giving you 5 days estimate. No, let me give you the whole 7. Okay, so I probably use 2 to 3 jugs. Let's just put 3 jugs down. This is how much water I use in a week. 3 jugs of water. Then I have to buy like 3 cases of water each week. And I would say, well, I can't give you 7 days then. Hold up. I can. I can say that. Okay. 3 jugs of water. Oh, y'all, this the figuring stuff here. Hold up, let me get it right. I use 2 jugs of water a day and 3 jugs every other. I might as well just say 3, because every other day whenever I wash and stuff, that's a different. So 3 times 7, that's around 21 jugs of water a week. Plus, I use about 3 cases of water a week. I mean, when I say a week, I'm talking 7 days, 3 times 7. So that's like 21 times 24. That's 504 bottles of water plus, what did I say? 504 bottles of water plus the 21 jug water. So I'm looking at 21 jugs of water and 504 bottles of water. I'm hitting around about 500, using around about 525 things of water for 7 days. So when you talk about that's a lot, it's a lot. And for those of you who do have running water, don't even complain because you're not having to tote jugs in and out. Like, I'm just so thankful right now because I never know when somebody gonna get tired of having to tote these jugs and these cases of water in. And I don't know how they always be feeling, you know. I don't know if somebody's back hurting or not. And usually it's my children and my grandchildren that they're the only ones that come through and, you know, bring the water. And they're the ones who come through bringing the water. And some days I actually go to my room. That's why I say when I get in the moment, like this moment right here, it's so heart touching and it's an eye opener for me, and it keeps me humble because I have to really, you know, be thankful for the help that I do have. And
at Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And, you know, just keep working toward my goals. So right now, I need my plumbing fixed, too. And I have bathroom goals. Got to get my bathroom fixed. Oh, that's another thing there too. So see, when I do use the bathroom, that's something there too. You know, you have to wash out the stuff and, you know, I just can't be ashamed of where I'm at because if I be ashamed of where I'm at, it's just gonna put more on me. So I choose to just accept where I'm at and move on. And which, by the way, a lot of people, you know why I don't mind telling it? Because a lot of people already know how I'm living. They know how I'm living. They mark me daily. Look, y'all, I'm opening up a bottle of water now. They mark me daily, so they know exactly how my life is. They know it's not perfect. It's not perfect. My life is not perfect. And I know when God does it for me, now I know what I'm gonna show out about when I actually get, like, I'm not kidding. When I actually get me a real shower in, I mean, you know, like standing up in a shower. Like the stand, I miss the feel of water on my back like that. Not water that I gotta pour myself, but I'm talking about water that come out the sprinklers and stuff. Now I can make myself feel like I had a shower easily. You know, I know how to do that easily. But when I actually get to the real thing and it be hot water, because right now I have to heat my water up. I have to heat it up. What I usually do to get hot water or warm water is either heat by the stove, or the thing I do is, since the heater gonna be on anyway, you feel me? Since the heater gonna be on anyway, I set a jug of water right there in front of the heater. And that's how I heat my water up. And some days, if I'm going through something, I will use cold water to kind of shock me out of whatever that emotional drainage is, I'll use some cold water real fast. That helps. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about the moment that I'm in right now. I'm not complaining about it. But I think it's good to share, because people who may be going through the same thing, you know, they might not be as mentally tough as the next person. I know I sure wasn't. When I first started experiencing problems, I'm not even talking about like this problem, but I'm talking about when I started experiencing problems, I'm gonna say years ago, like 2016. When I started realizing that I was having problems and issues, man, I used to have anxiety so bad, y'all. I had to learn how to work that thing and realize ain't nothing out here worth taking it to the extreme that I was taking it. Man, I was taking it to the extreme. And I had to really learn how to handle problems and handle my mental without losing it. Without losing it, because it wasn't going to help me to lose it. What was the point of me losing, you know? Did nothing get solved? The whole time I was up there complaining about this and that and getting frustrated, blood pressure raising and stuff. It didn't do a bit of good to get all excited like that over things that were going wrong. And then look back and feel stupid. Oh man, I didn't have to take 2 blood pressure pills because I was acting stupid over what can I say? Over something that happened, you know, that really wasn't my fault. Or because I had to spend extra money here, extra money there. You better save your mental before you lose it. You better think twice about your response. That's why I had to think twice just now, because when I looked around, I was like, I'm really in this moment. I had to think twice about how I was responding, because I started to crying. And then I was like, what are you crying for? Why are you crying? Because it's not your fault. And that... it's not my fault. Some of the stuff is my fault, and I can't blame everybody for everything, and I'm not going to do that. It's not their fault either. I'm going to say for the sake of me feeling normal, that it's just normal wear and tear. This home is 28 years old, will be 29 this year in March the 15th, my home will be 29 years old. And I can't complain because this house done kept me 29 years. It's done kept me. And so it deserves a makeover. It deserves to be remodeled because it done its part over the years. And so that's why I'm not even going to blame nobody for just pointing out things that I needed to do anyway. Yup. But I did manage to get up a lot of stuff in here tonight, and I feel good about it. And on that note, I'm going to go and lay down and take me a good little wash off. And don't y'all complain about these wash offs. Don't y'all complain, especially, let me tell y'all something, y'all be talking junk about wash off, but if you got a clean towel, and which most of the time, I don't know why I'm like this, but I'm like this, I do not wash my towels all the time. It's like when I use it one time, I throw it away, and I gotta learn how to, it's like I just have a phobia against reusing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all probably don't know what I'm saying, but I don't want to use the same towel twice. I know where it's been. I know what it went through. So I don't want to use the same towel twice. But that's what they make Clorox for. That's why I keep trying to tell myself, y'all. And that's why I actually like the wipes. And I do use gloves. So I use a lot of gloves, and they help out tremendously. Like, whew. But don't y'all come for me on the wash offs, because wash offs do get bacteria off of you. Now, what you do with your rag after you finish washing off, I don't know. But everybody in this world, this whole entire world, then had a wash off. They didn't have a wash. Ain't nobody alive ain't had no wash off. If you was a baby, you had a wash off. When you was a toddler, you had a wash off. Young adult, everybody just washing off. Just washing off. If you was having intercourse, after you finish your intercourse, what you do? You had a wash off, okay? So don't act like you don't know what a wash off is. And please don't start calling me talking about, I just finished taking my wash off, because I don't want to hear that. But I'm just saying that everybody knows what a wash off is. And if you do it properly, if you do it the right way, you're going to get everything clean that needs to be clean. And you're going to feel fresh and clean. And you're going to smell clean. And you're not going to be spreading no germs. Now, I've been doing this for, I've been in this phase that I'm in right now. I've been doing this now for, gosh, when did my water go off? My water went off September. So October, November, December, January. So this is like the 4th month that I've been without water. And to God be the glory. I have not caught a UTI or anything like that. So you know when you start catching bacterial infections, you know you're not washing good. So if you know how to do it, you're going to be fine. And people need to stop with that hate and stuff like that, because you look at these other countries out here, they having to wash outside. Shoot, I be washing my hair outside, and when I tell y'all that was the best feeling I had, wait till the sun come back. I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm just counting down the days for let's see. March is usually when the water starts warming up. So March and April, if the water is warm enough for outside and underground, then I will be washing my hair outside. I sure will. And it feels so good. Whew, y'all. It's the whole feel of it and the whole feel of Mother Nature. You would have to be like a nature person to really appreciate the fullness of water hitting your skin outside. And I'm not talking about like, for just swimming. I'm talking about really appreciating water just doing what it's supposed to do, cleanse and purify. That's so humbling right there. That's just the greatest outdoor experience for me and for others that do it too. And I see why people like to stay outside a lot and do like camping things, because it keeps you grounded. Like, it's a good feeling. Spiritually and mentally, that's a good feeling, and you get clean. But I do wish that I would have been able to get my whole bathroom redone. Y'all know I got turned down on a grant that was supposed to came, and I think, my water didn't pour it out. Hold up. I think I got turned down because I was on the blacklist. And I think that thing needs to be further investigated. That's what I think. Because it was already approved for me to have my bathroom done, make it bigger, so that they were going to make it bigger and clear out a space in the bedroom that I sleep in now so that it could be bigger. Just in case, if I should ever need a wheelchair or anything, it was going to be appropriate for all of that. And they said it wasn't medically necessary, so I would have to pay the bill if it was to get done. I think it was medically necessary because given the conditions that I do have, sometimes these conditions do make it hard on me. It do. I don't even want to travel by myself now. But I will. I need to just get back out there and get the feel of being back out. But what I'm saying is that I got turned down for what was supposed to be an approval. And I just want to go back through the process again. But I want to go. What I want to do is I want to get the floor put in and then go back and ask again for them to see if they can help me. Because if I can get the floor put in, then that makes it less on them. That makes the cost less, and maybe they might approve me. Because I really need this done, y'all. I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, I need it done. I need to do a podcast on that. There are grants and funds out here available for people just like me. People just like me. There's funding out here for us. The problem is the people who's over the funding don't want to release it, because when your name gets put on, like I say, a blacklist and stuff, when your name gets put on there, it's the worst feeling in the world. It's like you love everybody and you lose everybody in the same breath. Because everybody turns on you, and wherever you try to go get help, it becomes harder for you to get help. Even though you're entitled to it, it becomes harder to get help, because now your name is in the system, and the system isn't saying that. The system is saying approved. But the people who work the system are going back in there saying denied. And that's what I know happened to me. I know that's what happened to me, because I was eligible for it. I met all the qualifications for it, did all the paperwork. They measured my home and everything. I mean, everything was done. We were just waiting on the people to come out. They made me wait almost a year before they told me that they could not come out and put this bathroom in. It was supposed to be a walk-in shower, y'all. A walk-in shower. And also, the walk-in shower was going to be wide enough that if, they could bring one of those bath chairs in, handicap railing and all that good stuff. Yeah. Because if, people who have COPD, when they take baths or showers or something, sometimes we give out a breath. And we have to have an immediate sit down, or else we'll fall out. So I'm believing God, y'all. That must be why the Lord laid it on my heart tonight. But I'm believing God that I'm going to get what I'm entitled to. Not because I'm perfect or because I'm just in need, but because this is what God wants me to have, and that it's the right thing to do. Don't withhold from me because of lies or something that got spreaded on me. To this day, I don't know what the lies were that were told on me. All I know is that I can't, I go places. Some people are really nice to me, and then some are just really mean to me, or some are just in between. They lukewarm, and those are the ones to be afraid of, because they don't let you know exactly how they feel about you, and you kind of have to guess, or, just catch, if you can read people, you read how they feel about you. But yeah, every now and then that reality comes back to me, and I have to come on here and talk to y'all so I can get back focused and not let it get, not let these obstacles set in my heart and just weigh me down. But when I talk about it, it helps. It helps a lot when I talk about it. So I'll keep talking. Y'all keep listening, and don't be afraid to take a wash off, because the wash off is good. It's good. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's got its sides of it that's not as pleasant, but if you could, and it's also got its good sides. It means you get more cleaner. If you got the right amount of water, and you empty, and don't let the water just be dirty. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good. Thank God I'm a country girl and not afraid of, stuff like this. I'm not afraid of it. I'm a country girl that lived this life out here, and it comes with the territory a lot of times, because in the summer months, the water dries up in the wells, and we sometimes have to resort back to doing this. So that's why it didn't really stress me like that. But I know it's going to get done. My daughter has given me a number to somebody. She said he do plumbing, so I'm going to get the plumbing done. get that plumbing done. And hopefully somebody might hear this podcast and be like, hey, that girl, she need a kitchen sink and a kitchen counter to go with it. Hopefully they'll hear me and get that on out here to me. That area where it would go is actually, I think I have room like 60 feet wide, like 60 inches wide, my bad. Not feet, but inches. Like 60 inches wide. Last countertop tape I had in here, it was kind of like the ones that they put into the apartments for like Section 8. You know, they're not too long, not too short, just right. It was like that. That was the last kind I had in here. So this would be my third replacement in here for a countertop and kitchen set because of water damage that had happened. Anyways, we all go through stuff and just don't take it to heart. I'm glad I got it off my chest. Now I feel a lot better, and I feel like I can go a little further now. I feel like I can do a little more now. And I feel like I really need to get to writing down my visions and my goal list for this year. I have not done anything yet, but I do know this is on there again. Now I'm going to tell you, my stuff came true. Like God made it happen for me. I'm asking for bigger this year. Shoot, if necessary, I'm asking for another home. You know what? I'm asking for another home. Something bigger and better or of equal size. That's what I'm asking God for. And with God, who God has blessed, no man can curse. But yeah, I'm finna get off of here because I done did 40 minutes with y'all. And not that I don't like talking to y'all, but I got to get this stuff out the way because I done got that off my heart and off my chest now. And now I need to get these trash bags put in the place where they need to go and sit back in Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and then go myself to sleep after I do my little wash off. Y'all, I be sleeping like a baby when I do that little wash off. Y'all have no idea how good that feels. All right. Peace, love, and happiness.